was a spin-heavy bowling innings, and it was really only up in the power play here where there was a bit of success at first. Some shake, I think.
He comes a long way down as well, because I don't think it's the worst shot. It is a long way down, and here we go. There is the first one.
Off in 12 months to turn this into a proper stadium, a fitting stadium, a real home. Got him straight through. It's on for the first time on the lights. There was a bit of dew about. Got him! Oh, that's beautifully bowled. An immediate impact.
Got away. That's in the gap. Work to do for the field and the deep. He'll give up. That's a lovely four. That's a brilliant hit in the gap.
Off. Front foot, all okay. Big moment, massive moment.
Very close, and it looks like to be going in favour of the fielding side. Great glove work behind the stumps by Ben Charlesworth. Massive shake, maybe just went the extra bit of stride forward, despite having those long levers. I don't think he's made it in time. You could have some part of your foot behind the wicket. Well,
Big reach here from Mayan. It has to be. Philip Kumar's leg has been perfect. He has to stretch and gets it up and over.
Whipped away stylishly. That'll go all the way. Much more like it. Now hammered, high, handsome, and just enough. Mohamed Adil Alam settled underneath it. He got very well played and well placed too. He'll get the full reward of a boundary floodlights. Comes across his crease, but that's an excellent piece of get into the offside. Hasn't got much of it, but will get enough to pick up at least the single. He's going to get going to get back for two. Show why he's here now from Sri Lanka. And that's exactly why he's here. I think he might have final ball. It's that very well. Lovely little cameo from Rupesh Singh. Pretty significant advantage to the men in teal. They have been excellent with the ball, but for the batters, Asim Sheikh and Mayan Yadav, two of the hometown stars, the real pick of them. Big disappointment for the overseas trio. Viru Malanta, Yadnik Alotti, Sanjay Krishnamurthy, between them just 11 runs. The overseas players will not have it all their own way because there is so much local talent here. 22 for Silraku, 130 for 6. Opening partnership looked good, and after that the wickets really hurt things.
Yes, but they lost their skipper. There was nothing there on the board, and then it was that man Asif who was doing all the damage. Once he departed, things started going south for them, taking them to that score of 130. They do have the runs on the board. That 48 partnership between Mayan and the hero, how important would it be in the context of this game?
Well, they were delighted to have Jess Crow, our official NPL presenter, as part of the team.
I think to come out there and defend a relatively low total. 130 is what they have on the board, but
with the ball in hand. Gets an inside edge. Begins with a streaky four. They all count. Cut new ball. You can do that much better. That could be one of the reasons. That's been cut away. Short and wide, asking to be hit. And that's a very fine strike from the bat of Tripathi. That's a lovely hit. That's just over a point, and that's going to race away as well for a 4. Don't bother running. Ben Charlesworth gets off the mark. Edged, and that flies past slips and goes towards the third man.
Tell to the ground in this magnificent looking machine.
That's in the gap. That's going to be 4. Touch too full, and Tripathi obliges.
Yes, when you're in the power play, absolutely spot on. That's in the air, over the top. Oh, geez, they made a hash of it. That'll be a boundary. They will do a boundary check. Asif Sheikh, the star of the show in the first innings, the guilty party in the second.
This friend got too casual by the end of it. To come around it, maybe had he attacked it. The pace not on the ball, while the throw was wrong. He would have stopped. Convincing it here. But Tripathi, is there enough time? He took enough over here.
Sure. Someone like Shipman knows exactly what to do. He told his players this is how he's going to go about it. One of the Gorkhas.
Go back. Oh, he's picked the bones out of this one, has he? That's in the gap. Back-to-back boundaries. Good finish to over number 5. A lot of runs coming in this over. As many as 10. The Kathmandu Gorkhas are looking good in this chip.
Stagnated and isn't going anywhere. This is going somewhere. This is going up the ground.
Impressive strike. Rupesh Singh has only just missed the Yorker. Probably by about 6 inches or so, but that's all the modern batter needs to capitalise upon. Looks a strong bottom-handed player to me, and that's what controls this stroke. Through it comes, looking, a miracle delivery, picked up, and it goes a long way. Pretty sight under these brand new floodlights. Goes downtown, that's going to soar into the night sky, a beautiful sight, smash back at him, and he thinks he's held on, he says that's out, so too now does the umpire. Not the greatest delivery, but leg spinners have a habit of weaving.
Ben Charlesworth, because he clatters this back. And Lofty says, I'll have that. Pretty nonchalant.
Now we're going to have this every game. We had it last year. It's the happy dent, sparkling smile, fan of the match. Congratulations. Got him. And he's back in the wickets.
Nicely hit. That's in the gap. That's going to be 4. That's how beautifully he went into this one.
Punch down the ground, 1 bounce, 4 more. Nice little cameo this from John Simpson.
Love the stroke, I really do. Often people don't like to go straight down the ground. It's the most cutted area. There's an umpire, there's a non-striker, there's a bowler, there's a long on and long off. But the gap between long on and long off is vast, and Simpson finds it.
Is going to say, I'll walk off. There is just a feather of a contact. It is maybe the one weakness that Milan Kumar has, but it's probably come as too little too late. But a good moment for the young quick with that extra yard of pace.
What a cracking delivery this is.
Gerard Erasmus, the priest, the captain of Namibia, who starred in that historic, unforgettable victory for Namibia over South Africa. Appeal and given. It's 2 and 2. It's cricket in Nepal. There's always a twist and turn. Anilsa back into the attack. And somehow the Bolts are still in this.
Somewhat quick.
Well, Adil Alam's trademark stroke is the helicopter shot. Not quite the full helicopter we saw blessing this ground and covering it in flowers to mark the opening night, but the mini helicopter comes out from Mohamed Adil Alam. This is why he was so in demand. Just one turn of the chopper's blades and it flies 75 metres into the deep. And the reigning champions are going to be going down to defeat. Adil Alam, the man in demand, he hits the winning runs. It will just be the single to get them over the line. And the crowd very much favouring the Janakpur bolts. They've been becalmed to silence somewhat, as it will be the Gorkhas that will get their campaign underway with a win. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish out there because the players aren't quite sure, but they've done it in real style, in real comfort. You have to say, the better of the two sides this evening on a halcyon day for the sport in this country have won very comfortably by 5 wickets.
I must admit, when the coin went up in the air, I thought that the captain who wins the toss would consider.
English county players Ben Charles and John Simpson showed us tonight. The two of them combined both struck at 200 or more this evening when other batters did not find it as easy. This is a side that looks ever so pretty with their new name, with their new logo, with their new kit. I know it's a big call, we might be looking at one of the tournament's favourites right here.
It is a big call. The Bolts looked a shadow of themselves is what they were last year. Champions that chased. Tripathi played nicely, both openers played nicely. Charlesworth, you can see it's all a long way. 46 of just 23 deliveries. From 19 of 22. Love the little cameo. That is a cameo. John Simpson's 13 from 6. Just when you thought there might be a little wobble, he came in and said,
great to see the hometown stars in the shape of Akash Tripathi really stepping up. Eight bowlers used altogether, and you could understand some of the thinking from Anil Shah in terms of working through all of his options. You just wonder, HD, throughout this tournament, are we going to see a lot more spin than we are seeing?